A very good evening to everyone. This is Krishna Khirwar. In this video, I'll be talking with you all about the male reproductive system. Male reproductive system is located in the pelvic region. The region of the body below the abdomen is the pelvic region. Pelvic region means the region between the two lower limbs, and the region between the two upper limbs is the pectoral region. We have the pelvic region, the region between the two lower limbs. Male reproductive system is located in the pelvic region. In females also, the reproductive system is located in the pelvic region. I have drawn three diagrams on the whiteboard. This diagram and this diagram. This is showing the external part, and we have the third diagram is the primary organ of the male reproductive system, that is the testis. We have pair of testes. Testis is singular written as T-E-S-T-I-S, whereas in multiple, because we have two, this is T-E-S-T-E-S. Singular is I-S and plural is E-S. So we have the primary organ of reproduction in males, that is testis singular and testes in plural. So now we'll talk about the male reproductive system. Male reproductive system has testis, we have accessory ducts, we have glands, and we have external genitalia. We have the primary organ. Next, we have the accessory ducts. Accessory ducts include the epididymis, vas deferens, rete testis. We have the accessory ducts. These ducts transport the formed germ cells from seminiferous tubules to the outside of the body. Next, we have the glands. These glands help in maturation of sperms. And we have the external genitalia, which is penis. In this first diagram, the external genitalia is penis. When we talk about the external genitalia in females, the external genitalia is known as vulva, whereas in males it is penis. Penis has also different parts. We have the glans penis, we have the foreskin. The terminal end of the penis is known as glans penis, and the loose covering of the glans penis is known as foreskin or the prepuce. Now we'll talk about the testis, that is the primary organ. The testis is covered by three layers. On the outside, we have the tunica vaginalis. The outside, we have the tunica vaginalis. Interior to tunica vaginalis is the capsule or the tunica albuginea, and the one that lines the testicular lobules. In this diagram, we can easily see I have drawn some lobules or the chambers. The layer that lines the chambers is the tunica vasculosa. In each testis, there are about 250 testicular lobules or the chambers. And each lobule consists of 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules. These are the seminiferous tubules. This highly coiled seminiferous tubules. We have chambers, and in each chamber we have 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules where sperms are formed. Sperms or the male germ cells are formed in these seminiferous tubules. There are two types of cells in seminiferous tubules. One is the male germ cells, and we have the Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells are also known as nurse cells. Why they are known as nurse? Because the work of nurse is to provide nourishment. The Sertoli cells provide nourishment to the male germ cells. And as we can see, the interstitial spaces between the seminiferous tubules, in these spaces we have the interstitial cells or the Leydig cells. Leydig cells are responsible for the secretion of hormones like androgens. Androgens are the male reproductive hormones. We have the three layers. We have talked about tunica vaginalis, tunica albuginea, that is also known as the capsule, and the layer lining the chambers is the tunica vasculosa. Now the sperms are produced by the process of spermatogenesis. That is a different topic. Sperms are produced in seminiferous tubules. Now, what is the pathway? The sperms are produced in seminiferous tubules. They via rate testes. The ducts from each seminiferous tubule unite to form the rate testis, and the rate testis, this rate testis opens into epididymis. Epididymis is 6-meter long tube. It has 3 parts. It is already mentioned: caput, corpus, and cauda. The least coiled is the caput. Next is a little more coiled is the corpus, and the highly coiled is cauda. Caput is also known as globus major. Corpus and cauda. Cauda is known as globus minor. So we have caput, corpus, and cauda, which is a 6-meter long tube. Here the functional maturation and temporary storage of sperms takes place. Maturation of sperms takes place. Now from epididymis, the sperms travel to vas deferens. Vas deferens is also known as the ductus deferens. In this diagram, this is the vas deferens. That is a tube that takes sperms from testis or the scrotum. The entire testis, this epididymis is located in scrotum. That is the part of testis. Now the sperms are taken, or the male germ cells are taken from the epididymis, that is from the scrotum to the abdominal cavity. This vas deferens loops over the ureter. It is, see in this diagram, it is looping over that is forming a cross around the ureter, and this takes male germ cells from scrotum to the abdominal cavity. So the sperms or the male germ cells are taken from scrotum to abdominal cavity via vas deferens. Now the sperms from vas deferens and secretions of the seminal vesicle. The secretions of the seminal vesicle is known as seminal fluid. The secretions, or you can say male germ cells, and the seminal fluid from the seminal vesicle travel along into ejaculatory duct. In this I have clearly shown the secretions from the seminal vesicle and the vas deferens. They come together and form the ejaculatory duct. This is also the part that is the urine from the urinary bladder is also coming into the ejaculatory duct. Now the secretions from the seminal vesicle and the vas deferens, they commonly form the ejaculatory duct, and the ejaculatory duct opens into urethra. Urethra is a common passage for urine and sperms. So from ejaculatory duct we go into urethra. That is a common passage for both sperms and urine, and urethra opens into urethral meatus. Urethral meatus is the opening at the glans penis, the exposed part of penis, that is the glans penis, which is covered by a foreskin or prepuce, as I have already said, and we have an opening, that is urethral meatus, through which urine and sperms pass. We have the glands, we have the ducts, we have the testis, and we have the external genitalia. External genitalia is the penis. So this was all about the male reproductive system. Hope you all understand. Thank you very much. Thank you. Jai Hind.